My name's Veevej Doolabh, and I'm a manager and I work in the Nous Group's UK office. My area of expertise is actually quite broad. I've been on all sorts of different projects, and so I consider myself a generalist. But things that I'm really interested in include data analytics and public policy, and strategy is always fun. Well, I joined Nous as a graduate straight out of university, and I did that in the Sydney office in Australia. I spent 2.5 years there, got promoted to senior consultant, and then I moved to our Darwin office for a year, which was new at the time. I was one of the first 2 founding members who were in the Darwin office. And then when I moved to the UK, I got promoted again into the manager role. One of the things I like about Nous, which I've heard is different from other firms, is that we get a lot more exposure to senior people on projects. They're more involved in the work, they have more ownership of the detail, and they're there to ask questions and to really contribute to make sure that we're actually being as intelligent and thoughtful and effective as we can be, instead of just churning through processes for processes' sake. And getting that time alongside people has been one of the most rewarding things I've had in the firm. I've got people who are like heroes to me, who I just think if I could be like that by the time I'm 40 or 50, that would just be amazing. I love that I get to learn from them and I get to observe them at close quarters. I see how they are in front of clients. I see how they are in really demanding and challenging situations, really stressful situations. When people stay calm and focused and always moving in a constructive direction, I find that really inspiring. There were 2 reasons that I joined Nous, and they were both really, really important for me. The first is Nous publicly and unabashedly says that its first reason for being as an organization is positive influence. And that can mean different things to different people, but there's a real sense here that this is very important, that the work we do has to matter, and that it has to make the world a better place than it was before the work. So the second reason I joined Nous is when I was going to recruitment events as a student, I remember stepping into the Nous office and having a couple of people give a presentation, and I could just feel the difference in the air. I was more relaxed, I could be myself, everyone was just human in a way that I found at other firms I really had to pretend to be something more robotic and a lot more afraid, honestly, in that space. And I really found that people at Nous were much more relaxed, much more caring and much more authentic. And I feel much more at home here than I did in other places.